Hi folks, welcome back, Cumbrian Homestead. It finally stopped raining, so now we can attend to this espalier. This is in my garden up at home. It's about 20 years old and it's still fruiting very well. I have grafted different varieties onto it. On this bottom branch, this is a heritage apple called Lemon Square, and you can see down there's a lot of fruit come off. Now whether that's, I think it's partially the June drop, but also we've had some pretty bad winds as well, but I guess if they came off in the wind they weren't going to stay on anyhow. So basically what I'm going to do is thin them down to 2 to a spur. So there's 3 on there, so one has to come off. Just 1 on that one, so leave that alone. If there's 2 on that one, again leave alone. 3 on that one will come off. That's just dropped off now in my hand. So again we've just left 1 on there. The other thing I've noticed as well, it's got pretty bad aphid infestation on the tips, so I might just snip those back, because this is going to be summer pruned in another month's time anyway, and I'll do a little video on that. Right, anyhow let's I'll crack on and I'll do this fruit thinning, and I'll come back to you in due course. Okay, that's that branch done. Pretty straightforward. As I said, we've just left on the 2 fruits to a spur. I picked all those up off the floor as well, just sort of general hygiene really, in case there's any codling moth grubs in them. Now the other thing I want to just touch on is, here's a better example. We've got a cluster of 5. This is variety red pippin. That large fruit in the centre is called the king fruit. So it doesn't keep as long as these outside ones, so when you're thinning, I always remove that one first, and then again I'll probably go 2 to a cluster, so I'll take this one out, that one there, probably that one, and so we'll just leave these 2 here. So I'll do that now, and let's come back and have a look at it when it's done. There we go. You can see where the king fruit came out. Middle there. It has a thicker stalk, which is another way of helping to identify the king fruit. So I've just left out those 5 apples, I've just left 2. So I'll get on and do these other branches, come back. Right, that's the tree, that's that espalier finished now. It's difficult to see them clearly at the moment, but once we get it summer pruned and the fruit start to swell, it'll look better. The other thing I just wanted to mention, if you see any of this late blossom, take that off. That's never going to make up in time, and it's just going to take energy from the tree, which could be better used into fruit production or producing fruit spurs. So just take those off. So they're going to go to a mate of mine who apparently sheep love them, so they won't get wasted. Now, as with thinning apples, so with plums. So I'll just take this sort of branch here, yeah, that's what I've left on there, and I can always come back and thin more out if I want to. So by the time I've finished, this is going to be littered with these fruitlets, but it looks savage, I know, but you need to do this. See you in a bit. So you can see how much fruit there is on the floor now, if that's coming across on the camera. And that's just off this sort of front section really. So I'm probably going to be 3, 4, 5 times this by the time I get finished with it. And then, so that's kind of how it looks now. This is a better example. So, kind of like that. Again, it's just a case of if you've not done it before, give it a go, see what works for you. But that's generally what I do. And if you don't do it, you run the risk of the tree getting into biennial bearing, and also it definitely will snap branches, and then you're going to invite disease and what have you in. So yeah, you need to do this job. Right, I'll bring you back in due course. Been going at it for about an hour, still not finished. So I'll get a bees and broom and just sweep all those onto that path, and we can shovel them up and come back and have another go tomorrow. See you later. Well, it's Saturday morning, 15th of June, back on the plum tree again. And again, not sure if you can make this out, but it's like a carpet of plums. And there's still a couple of branches I haven't been able to get to. Pruned out some dead wood, and it's the same, say, over the other side there. Anyway, I've got most of them done now, so I'll come back to see how this tree looks in a few weeks' time. Catch you in a bit.